Hey Marcos, my name is Paul. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring more customers into your business. Most likely you're sitting there thinking like, why would this guy bring me or send me a video and what's in it for him? Well, oftentimes in just the world of the internet, local businesses just don't have the time to focus on how to make the internet work for them or how to make their website bring in more customers because they're just running their own business. And I'm sure you are too. You're a busy guy, just like everybody else that I talk to. And then other times the hesitation is just like they don't know a professional, they don't know someone to hire to actually get this done for them and get it done for them in a cost-effective manner, so that they can see some real ROI, some real payback on it. So I found that just putting a free video together actually just helps me send you guys a free plan of attack, so to show you some things that you can actually do yourself. But then I've also had other business owners that are just like, hey Paul, I understand, thanks for the info, but I just don't have the time to put into this myself. Can you do this for me? And it definitely can do that for you. I'd love to help you out. So by the end of this video, if you feel like you like what you've heard, you like what you've seen, and you see that I have some tips and tricks that can actually boost your website and help some customers actually find you on the internet, then by all means give me a call. But at the same time, it's cool with me if you're just like, hey, thanks for the tips, I'll do this myself, and you can definitely do that. It just takes a whole lot of time. So let me just show you right now 3 things that you need to do to your website to actually get you guys ranking higher in Google so people are actually finding you. So the first thing that, let's take a look at your website. So what I did is I just copied all of your paste, just select it all and hit copy, and then I posted it over here in this word counter program. You guys actually have 650 words on your web page, which is a decent amount of words. It's just not for your home page. Google likes to see, when Google's searching the internet and they're trying to find who's the authority when someone searches for something like roofing North Little Rock, up in this search bar, and they pull up all these companies, and they like to see 1,500 words minimum on this page, on this first page, because what that does is it gives you enough area to put content on your page so that you guys are shown as an authority. It also gives you areas where you can actually put enough words that are being searched, and so that Google knows how to organize the search for specific terms. So like when you put roofing North Little Rock, Arkansas on your web page, then as you can see, like there's different search terms that are pulling up with different search amounts. Those terms get associated with your page, and then it pulls up in Google search. So that's kind of how their algorithm works in a nutshell for just that one piece of the content. So looking at your competition's web pages, look at Todd Crow. He doesn't have that much more, or maybe not as much content as you guys have. If you look at PI Roofing, they've got a little bit more photos and stuff, but not as many words. And these photos count as content and such, and I'll show you how that works. So like for instance, like on your website, if I open this image here, it's called About Us Background. So that really doesn't help you guys get found for any search term. I would actually rename that to roofing North Little Rock house or something like that. Just a generic name, but it actually has the search phrase in there. So those are things that we optimize on your website, and we get a lot of content on here that just makes you guys look like professionals and look like the authority. So if you also look at how many key phrases you're being found for currently. So let's look at that. So I put your website in here in this program called Ahrefs, and it pulls up that you guys have 42 organic keywords that you're being found for. So if I look at those real quick, you're being found for roofing Little Rock, Arkansas. You're in position 23 for that. That's great. That gets searched 200 times a month. So you definitely want to be a part of that because you want to do some roofing in Little Rock. My dad was a roofing contractor in North Little Rock for a long time before he passed away. So I know a little bit about the roofing going on down there. Sherwood Roofing 30 times. You guys are in position 17. Roofing contractors, Little Rock, Arkansas. See how this is just a different search term than that? So this gets searched 100 times. That's 200 times. You're in about the same position on that page 2 of Google. So you just want to target these different search terms for maybe Central Arkansas. You look at the volume, roofers Little Rock, roofer Little Rock, Arkansas, roofing Little Rock. There's a lot of volume here, but you also have to look at like what is this KD, because that's the keyword difficulty for actually being ranked for that term. So we look at all that information. We look at what your competition is being ranked for. So this is PI Roofing. They've got 57 organic keywords. We look at Todd Crow. He's got 27. So you guys are in line with them on the amount of keywords that you've got being found for right now, but we want to boost that up. We want to keep that getting higher and higher and actually target different areas that you're actually trying to do roofing work in. If I look at just their websites real quick, as far as like what it actually looks like content-wise, they've got some nice images, they've got some nice things going on, just some nice stock photos. You guys, have kind of the same thing going on as far as that. They've got a few more pictures and a little bit, maybe it's graphically a little bit better, but your website looks pretty good. I would maybe do some things to just make you guys stand out a little bit better, but overall it looks pretty good. So let's get back to what the content a little bit. So if I drill down into this, I look at this content again. So say out of 200 search terms, you could pick up, I don't know, say 5% of that. That's 10 extra jobs a month. I don't know what you make on a job. Maybe it's $5,000 up to $10,000 a job in profit on a job. Maybe it's less. But say $5,000. If you can pick up an extra 10 jobs a month just off your website, that's $50,000 worth of profit right there. So that's how this thing works. Maybe add another crew and such. Maybe you're trying to expand. I don't know. Those are things that we would find out when talking to you. But definitely there's areas where you could pick up work off just your website and get the calls coming in. Let's look at additional things that Google looks for. So citations is probably the second most important thing. This is actually where your business gets listed and pulls up in this map pack. So this is what we call the NAP. It's your name, your address, your phone number, and how many times you can get that listed on the internet in different directories. There's thousands of directories out there. And what we look at is we look at this program called White Spark, and it pulls up how many citations that you guys are listed as and what your competition is doing. So Todd Crow's got 28. Collier Roofing out of Conway's got 32. Arkansas Roofing Company's got 44. So what that tells me is that nobody's really just blowing anybody away right here, but that's what you want to do. So I want to beat these guys by 100, and I want to add those citations in there for you over time. So each month you're moving up more and more and more, and Google is seeing you guys again as the authority, which pushes you guys up in this map pack and gets you ranking right here. Because when you're ranking right here in the top 3 positions, and you're ranking right here in the organic section, then somebody sees you here, they see you down here, and then I'm thinking that is definitely someone I'm going to call first, because they're at the top, which is where you want to be to get the calls coming to you. So that's a little bit about how citations work. It takes a long time to add those in. It's a lot of work. I mean, you put your name, address, and phone number on hundreds of pages of listings out on the internet, and you can imagine how much time that takes. It's not something that you can't do. It's just something that maybe you don't want to. You want to focus on roofing. Backlinks, these are things where different companies are linking, companies' websites are linking to your website. And so this is what you can really give yourself a lot of power. This is where these companies are pulling a lot of power. You see the backlinks that Todd Crow has. He's got 464 coming off of 19 referring domains, as you can see down here. He's getting some from South America even, which aren't as good as, say, PI Roofing. This is why they're ranking #1 on the Google Map Pack. Probably referring domains of 66 coming from 356 backlinks, and you see it predominantly in the US and such. So you guys are showing, let's look here, quite a bit less. You've got 285 backlinks from 14 different domains, and it looks like most of those are coming from India, but what we do is we drill down into here, we go to PI Roofing, and we look at, like, what are these backlinks, where are they really getting their power from? And we look at these do follow links, and we go get all of these links that we can from these same websites that they have, and we put them on your page so that you guys are getting the same strength that they have, and then we go get more so that you guys are beating them. So that's a little bit about how that works from a backlinks or a link juice standpoint. And then there's the other thing about link juice is that if you have a Pizza Hut referring to your website, you guys don't sling pizzas for a living, so you're not going to get as much power from Google for a Pizza Hut website referring to you as you would, say, like a trade, like a roofing industry trade website linking to you. So we can go get those and add those to just a part of your website that looks at all those things. So just in kind of closing, The three things that we talked about: content, you want 1,500 words minimum on your web page. It needs to be keyword rich. It needs to be targeted to specific areas where you want to work and be found in, where they have volume of search going on. Citations, so those are directory listings where you want to have, we need to probably add 150 to 200 of those to your site over time. And then link juice, adding the correct backlinks from your other competition backlinks that they're getting, and then adding more so that they're relevant to you guys. And you can either go with this information that I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. Again, like I said, however, if you want the most effective way to do this, then and save yourself a lot of time, and so you can focus on roofing, then give me a call, 479-326-7899. I grew up in North Little Rock. I know the area. I know what's going on in search for that area, because we've looked at that for a couple of different roofing companies, and really just looking to find what business owner is really looking to move up in Google search and create some more business for them. Because like I said, if you can add another 10 jobs a month off of your website, like what is that really creating for you? Is that, $40, $50, $60,000 or more? I don't know. But I'd love to talk to you about your business and help you out. Hey Marcos, I forgot to show you where you guys actually were in the video. So for Roofing North Little Rock, Arkansas, you guys are, of course, there's the competition we're trying to beat to be at the top, Todd Crow number 3. You guys are way down on the list here in the organic section, actually on the second, I got to go to the second page of Google, and there you are, position 42. So as you can see, you're way back there, but over time, I know we can get you guys at the top to be listed way up there, so that people can find you guys a lot more easily. But just wanted to throw that in so you knew where you were. Thanks.